It's not bullshit when I say it, dude. That's the truth. I really, really am kind of a mix of both cultures. My dad's family primarily was in the city. My dad got out of the army. You know, he decided to go into criminal psychology. So after he graduated school, you know, we moved into Missouri, where he worked primarily in like Kansas City and St. Louis. But we lived in Maryville and Tarkio. So, you know, I had a little more city culture around me. However, my grandparents on my mother's side were Black Angus cattle farmers in Pawnee City, Nebraska. And my grandparents on my father's side and their parents were ranchers out in the western panhandle of Nebraska. So I got some country and some city. I mean, it's just the way that I grew up. I mean, it's not even just rap music or anything like that I like. I love all kinds of music, dude. To be honest with you, my favorite music is probably late 90s, early 2000s rock. But my point that I'm trying to make with this video and address it is just, I feel like the soldier comments are going a little bit far when it comes to opinions about music. You know? I've actually, the comment you made, people talk about killers, never seen their friends killed. I've seen my friends killed. I've lost friends to suicide. I've seen a lot of violence in this world, both in the military and personally. My mother, that I don't have a good relationship with, has a bad habit of finding dudes that are extremely abusive to her. And there's some nightmarish things that I've seen that I don't even want to go into, you know, which is primarily why I stayed with my father. And even running around on the street as a kid, you know, when we were in like Kansas City, Missouri and all that kind of stuff. Dude, gang culture is huge there. And I never became like a gang member, but I definitely hung out with some kids that were involved in the culture and made some bad choices and bad decisions. And I saw people get killed. I think I went to 5 different funerals my senior year of high school. So all I'm saying is that we're talking about a rap beef and subjective opinions of music. But when you start talking on the lines of like, you know, soldier shit and warfare and losing friends, you may not like my opinion, and that's fine. We don't have to agree. I don't necessarily like your opinion or agree with it, but let's at least be men and be respectful. Because those things are real for some people. That's all I wanted to say. But in all honesty, man, I do have respect for you. I think you're intelligent. That's one thing I like about watching your videos. I think you're an incredibly intelligent human being, and that's what I have the most respect for. We just have a difference of opinion on this situation and our artists that we like. But, you know, I just wanted to address that, man. I hope you take this. I hope you watch it. I hope there's no offense taken, because there's no offense meant. Just something that I felt like I had to say. And, you know, I just wanted to show you something, man. So you know I'm not bullshitting. This right here, this tattoo, Extortion 17. If you look it up, you can see the situation that occurred. It was one of the biggest losses of life that the Navy and Army took in the war. And one of my very good friends, Sergeant Patrick Hamburger, he was one of the flight crew on the helicopter that died. It was the first major loss that I saw in war and in the military, so I do understand loss.